Hey man, I got you something. I just wanted to give it to you if that's all right. Oh my gosh, thanks man. You shouldn't have done that. That's so nice of you. What is it? Dude, open it up and find out. That's a nice box. I really like this. Euler's Workshop Artisan Displays. That's cool. Oh wow, it says it's handmade, hand-painted, and made in America. That's pretty rare these days. Yeah, I thought you might like it. They're limited to only 100, and they were all made by one guy. Dude, that's awesome. Well, let's check it out. Oh, nice. Oh, dude, it's numbered too. You got me number 1 out of 100. Smash by Euler's Workshop. That's pretty cool. Man, this guy must really like orange and black. Oh man, thanks for thinking of me, dude. This is really cool. This will go great with a bunch of different figures I have. Man, this is really heavy too. This is like heavy duty. Oh, it's got felt on the bottom too. Nice, so it won't scratch any of my shelves. No problem, man. I'm looking out for you. Hey everyone, this is a fresh casting that I just pulled out of a mold that I'm about to prepare for base coating. You see this flash over here that comes off of it out of the mold. I'm going to trim all that off and clean up the sides and make it look a little bit more presentable. In the background there is 4 bases that have already gotten their base coat. These bases get 4 coats of the base coat paint to make sure it's nice and covered, and then they get their finished coats and details after that. But this is basically what I do right when it's fresh out of the mold, is I trim off all this flash and I take out my different tools and finishing things to make sure that the edges are nice and cleaned up and there's no weird burrs or things sticking out, and it's a nice finished edge that looks like it matches the theme of the damaged base. Once I'm happy with that, I will actually grab some sandpaper in a few different grits and I will strategically sand down the edges and the underside of the base to make sure that everything is within spec and the edges will not cut you once you get the base. After that is done, I will add the second coat of, this is basically just some of the dirt and grime. This is done with a few different tools and a few different colors to achieve this effect, but as you can see, the bulk of it is done with airbrushing. The last steps are the effects layers that will add subtlety and distinction to the pieces. Every single piece will of course be just a little bitty bit different when you compare them one to another, but the effects are all the same and ultimately they are all going to have all the exact same vibe and look to them, but the brush strokes are done by hand, so everything will have a slightly different originality and uniqueness to it. Every base will come with one of these stickers with a number on it denoting the order in which it was finished out of 100 total bases. I'm not going to make more than 100 of these particular bases, and these are titled Smash because as you can see, it looks like the Hulk smashed the street up. This one is number 1 out of 100. Your base will come with a number, either 1, 2, or all the way up to 99 out of 100. And it will be stuck up here on the lid in the center for you to keep with your box. So please keep your packaging if you ever want to resell it or for the collectability. I chose to only make 100 of these so that it would have a small run feel and some collectability to anybody who is interested. In the future, depending on the interest I receive, I may make more or less depending on the complexity of the base and the interest that I see is out there. Your base will be packed with a very heavy-duty foam insert beneath it and a couple of pieces of tissue paper to protect it from any type of rubbing wear inside of the box, as well as a little bit of the top of the box. And of course the base will be set into that tissue paper to protect it during shipping and present nicely when you open your package. There's a thank you from me on the back of the box, as well as a couple of notations about how these were made and where these were made, just so that you know the country of origin, and that blank space is where your shipping label will be placed. So these are now up for pre-order / made to order in my Etsy store. The reason I put them up for pre-order or made to order is because I'm not in a position to make every single one of this 100 run from the get-go. I have to take them in batches. So I do have the first 10 to 12 of these already made, and they are almost finished. So when the first 10 to 12 orders come in, those will ship out within 1 or 2 weeks of getting those orders in. And for the rest of the bases, they will be made over the course of the next 90 to 120 days, as long as the orders are coming in, or to match the pace of the orders that come in. If they were to immediately all sell out, then expect 90 to 120 days for your bases to come in. But if those orders come in on a little bit of a slow burn, I'll be doing them in batches of anywhere from 4 up to as many as 12 and sending them out respectively. So it is a pay in full. These cost $159 and shipping is free inside of the United States. If you're international, I'm sorry I cannot offer you free shipping, but I can offer all of you a $10 off discount code. If you go to my Etsy store where these are being sold, you can use the code at checkout OWYT Custom Base. That's OWYT Custom Base in all caps, or you can click the link below which takes you to my Etsy store, and it should give you the code when you go to check out with this base. Now, if you're not interested in this base, but you might be interested in something from me in my store, you can still use that code OWYT Custom Base through the end of the year. That's December 31st to buy anything over $100, and you will get $10 off of it. Of course, these codes were made in the hopes that you guys would use them on the base to knock your price down from $159 to $149 as my thank you for watching this video and taking this YouTube journey with me. And if you were a follower on Instagram who followed me for the last 7 or 8 years on Instagram, thank you guys. You can use the same code. I really appreciate your support, and I hope you like your bases. If you have any questions, ask them below and I will answer. But most of them are answered in the description of my Etsy store listing, which I would encourage you to go check out, and check out the other stuff in my store if this base is not something that you're feeling. As you can see, there is a lot of detail in this. I hand sculpted this original base myself. It's completely hand sculpted. There's no digital and there's no 3D printing. I molded my original sculpt and I've been casting these copies. I did several $1,000s of research in my own, using my own money, and months and months, if not really counting years technically of my own time, to make sure that I was confident enough in my own understanding of the process to make sure that I sent you a quality product that would last as long as possible. So thank you again for your consideration. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your support. Whether you buy one of these bases or not, just know that I appreciate the fact that you are here, and I hope you have an awesome figure collecting, diorama making, art making, whatever you do. I hope you have an awesome day.